This is an alphabetized memory of my pop-pop, Lawrence K. Davis. Annabelle, Ajo, Arizona, Armed Forces veteran. Bakersfield, Cadillac, California, Captain Crunch, Cactus, Cars, Cards, Coca-Cola, Coffee, Contractor, Cribbage, Davis, Daughters times 5, Donuts, Doves, Drag Races, Enumclaw, Grapefruit, Grandma's Apple Pie, Great Depression, Eastman Kodak, Farmer, Flannels, Illinois, Kenneth, Khakis, Larry, Lawrence, Leatherboat Shoes, Los Angeles, Mexican Food, Nuts, Photographer, Pup-Pup, Porterville, Port Orchard, Rattlesnakes, Realtor, Seattle's Best Coffee, Shanghai Rummy, Sonoran Desert, Spite and Malice, Steak and Potatoes, Top Hat Mountain, V2 Rockets, Walking Cane, Washington State. I love and miss you so very much. Your loving grandson, Kyle.
I always smile when I think about how Dad would do those videos of us in the pool on Springville Drive, and how we would, one of us would go dive in the water and he'd stop the camera and the other one would come up at the other end. So I always smile when I think of those memories.
One of my favorite memories of Grandpa was every year you would get a birthday call with him and Grandma on the phone, and before you could even say anything, they started singing happy birthday. And for that 30 seconds, you just got to hear their voices for a little bit, and I think that was one of my favorite memories. I still have a couple of these voicemails still on my phone, and I listen to them every now and then when I miss them a little too much.
My favorite memory with Grandpa would probably have to be back when I was about 12 or 13 years old. I had a friend over. We were staying at Grandma's house in Ajo, and we had ended up staying up until I want to say like 2 or 3 in the morning playing video games. Classic Andrew. And we were drinking something in the kitchen. It was like 2 in the morning, and we were trying to be as quiet as we could. And me and my buddy had just told each other like a really inappropriate joke. And we were, holding our laughter in, and we thought we were being sneaky, and out of nowhere, Grandpa just crept up on us and was like, "Hey, I think it's time you guys need to go to bed." And I think it seemed pretty obvious at the time that he had heard our inappropriate joke, and he had had enough, and he had sent us to bed. It's just a little thing that I think about sometimes. It makes me laugh. I love you, Grandpa. I miss you.
Honestly, it's so hard to just pick one memory when I'm thinking of Grandpa, but some of the memories that definitely stick out the most was when he taught me how to use the riding lawnmower, so I could come out to the Port Orchard house and mow the lawn for him. And it was so great because every time I got to come out there, Grandma and Grandpa had a huge assortment of different drinks for us to choose from. I always remember picking this Starbucks type of coffee drink that they always had, and it was just such a luxury for me. So I was always so grateful for that. But I always made sure to bring like Andrew or Ian or Mallory with me, and after I got done mowing the lawn, we would all hang out in the kitchen, sit in that little round table, look out at the view, and just kind of chat about our days. And it was so nice. I miss Grandpa.
When I think of Pop-Pop, I remember a man who was always kind and loved to pursue his passions and create, whether that was photography, woodwork, cards. He always did it till it was right. And I guess that inspires me every day in what I'm doing and creating and pursuing my passions. And I would not be doing that without him in my life, and I'm forever grateful. I guess some of the things I think about is the times in Ajo, coming to my baseball games, playing cards with everyone in Port Orchard. I guess things I think about often that I would watch him do or say would be create what you want, discipline and repetition, and slow down, take it easy, and enjoy what is around you. I'm still working on the third one, but each day I get closer to understanding that, and for that I'm thankful. So I love you, Pop Pop. Happy Father's Day.
So my favorite memory of Pop Pop is probably from the last time that I got to see him, which was when we were going to Thanksgiving dinner a couple years ago. And I just remember I was walking him out to the car, and I go to open the door for him at the front seat, and he mumbles, kind of under his breath, but loud enough for me to hear, in this sort of conniving tone. He just goes, "You're putting me in the front seat, huh?" So I go through the windshield, which was just one of the most absurd things I had ever heard, but it just struck me in that moment. I was like, this man's eyesight is going, his hearing is going, his memory is going, but no matter what, this man's wit will always be there. And I don't know, I took some solace in that fact. You know, he knew who I was to a degree, but, you know, he was struggling with a lot of that stuff, but he was still the amazing, funny man that I grew up with, and that I just really loved. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite memory of Pop Pop.
So my favorite memory of Dad. Lots to choose from. I think the one that stands out for me, it was a hot summer day at night. We lived on Doyle Street out in the country, and in the distance you could hear the ice cream truck playing, and Dad came up to all of us, I think we were all out playing, and said, "Come on, let's go find that truck." And so we all got into the car with Mom and had the windows down, listening for the ice cream truck and laughing and telling jokes the whole way. To be honest, I can't even remember if we found the ice cream truck or not, but it was a really great time.
Hi, this is Larry and Ann Davis, and we're sorry we missed your call, but we'll just leave your number and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay,
Yep, you go ahead and cut it.
down deep and make 'em weep. Oh, I should have kept those cards. I should have kept those cards. All right, here we go. I got 15 too.
Do you really? 15 too.
You don't count it that way, huh?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with... Oh, why not? 21 for 3.
No, that's only 2. That one's not counting.
Oh,
You can pick your card up if you want to.
I want to pick my card up then. I was looking at that.
I'd
thinking
rather
that
have
was
the card
good.
down. I love to have the card
I'll go that way. So, for 2. 14 for 2.
down. 14 and 6 is 20.
20. 28 for 3.
Go. You're
Annabelle.
butchering me.